What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys with another market watch today. Genesis Impact spoiler list, preview is up already on Yu-Gi-Oh's website. I'm a little bit upset because I didn't see not one card that's on the ban list. I really wish we saw that. It would have made a really interesting ban prediction video. By the way, my ban prediction video is going to be coming out, I think, roughly on Friday. It's a bit of a, if you guys are new to the channel, by the way, it's a bit of a video in which we talk about the ban list cards and what can come on and off the ban list, and then how that impacts the market. Is it going to go up in value? Is it going to go down in value? Which version is going to be worth anything? Guys, new to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, and comment down below. Comment question of the day. Man, the ban list is getting closer and closer, and it still feels like it's forever away. But listen, I feel like there are a lot of cards that I think we can all agree on that need to be on the ban list. But what about cards that are on the ban list that need to come off the ban list? Cards that are either limited, semi-limited, or just straight up banned. If you had the opportunity to take one card off the ban list, what would it be and why? And would it balance the game? I mean, ideally, you would want it to balance the game. Or you could be like, I like dinosaurs, let's add more cards and make them better. Who cares about anything? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to hit the like button on this video, subscribe, share the video, and like I said, comment down below. So yeah, we're seeing Genesis Impact come over here, and we're already getting a speculation of the collector's rares, which is very important. Now, to be honest with you, I don't like a lot of these collector's rares. Don't get me wrong, the Nightmare Unicorn collector's rares and Nightmare, the other Nightmare one, Phoenix collector's rare is really nice, but it's a one-off. Also, you're forgetting the main part about collector's rares. It's a rarity meant for, hold for suspense, collectors. And this is why I don't understand, like, Black Lotus Soldier Emblem in the beginning being collector's rare made perfect sense. Nobody argued about that when it first came out. The first edition version of this card, by the way, with a $120 market price, well, the first edition version of this card starts roughly around $250. Now, one person was like, I don't understand that. Oh, wait a minute, it's a collectible card. It's also used in gold format. Collectors and casuals love it alike, and it's a collector's rares. Also, with this version, you had a regular red version of BLS printed in Toon Chaos. Made perfect sense to me. Whenever you look at Genesis Impact, just know that Nightmare Unicorn, Nightmare Phoenix, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still probably gonna get those collector's rares, probably. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to get them in agreeing the fact that these are made for collectors. They're not. And some of you guys out there might go, wait a minute, V, what about Gamma? Gamma's not made for collectors. Sure, I get that with you. But once again, looking at Genesis Impact, there's almost nothing here made for collectors. But the rarity's called collectors. It's just, like I said, it's a weird duality that makes no sense in Genesis Impact. But it didn't make sense in Toon Chaos. It made a lot of sense in Toon Chaos. And Toon Chaos didn't make a lot of sense as it was, because not many Toon cards, a lot of chaos in that set, but ultimately it stuck to the rarity that was, well, brought in that set. And that's something like I said, I find it really confusing. Looking at not Toon Chaos, looking at Genesis Impact though, I think the prices of Necros cards are going to be going up. I know, right? Crazy speculation. I don't really know 100% or not whether we're going to see matches be meta, whether we're going to see Evil Twins, or specifically Drytons, in the case of Necros, be anything meta-wise. I don't know if it's going to have an impact. And the reason I'm saying that is because our meta is terrible. Like, we are in just an outlawed town, people getting shot left and right, and you're like, oh, new guy's coming in, maybe he'll be cool. Everything's crazy right now. If you're a Dragon Lane player, you're nodding your head. If you're a Dinosaur player, you're nodding your head. Inferno player, your head must be hurting from nodding so much. If you just came to this game as a virtual player, welcome to the pack. Your deck's broken, nod your head. Like, there are so many good decks in this game, and then looking at just Impact, and don't get me wrong, Drytons look amazing. The Necros variant is probably my favorite variant of the deck, and looking at it, I do think the Necros variant will go up in value, but can it fit in this pool of insanity that is our current Yu-Gi-Oh meta? I think plus balance, a lot of things are going to be changing. But listen, looking at it, what's going to happen with Necros? Well, great question. Number one, Necros of Sophia is not going to maintain the price points at right now. The card roughly has a $9 market price. This is an ultimate rare, by the way, out of Cross Souls. Unlimited Light Played as well as first editions are $7. This card will be going higher in value. It's an ultimate rare at Cross Souls. Like, get your hands in it now if you don't have it yet. Of course, you also have Necros at Gungan there, another great card. Ultimate rare, Secrets of Eternity. About $17 price point. Realistically, it's roughly around $12, $13. There's another card you might want to consider picking up. Specifically, though, when we say Necros, whenever I say Necros, it's always going to be the big three. Realistically, big two, but let's count Trishula because, you know, the card's good sometimes. Necros of Bionic. Then comes Necros of Valkyrus, and then Necros Trishula. These are the cards you need to start looking at if you are looking to play the Dryden version of the Dryden Necros version. Once again, I do think they are really good, and I do think these cards will go up in value because of it. More specifically, cards like Cyber Angel Benton and Secret Rare out of Dragon's Legends Unleash with a $5 market price, let you play first edition starting roughly around $5, and quickly goes to $6, by the way. I think this Secret Rare version would also go up in value as well. Then you have Manju. Now listen, whenever we say anything that's ritual summon, in your mind, I want you to take everything, push it aside for a second, and go Manju, and then ask yourself, which version do you have? Because any version of Manju is worth something. The Super Rare Secret Forces is starting at $3, and that's the cheapest Manju. You can go, what about the common version out of Dark Relations 2? $5 market price. It's only down to for the Unlimited, roughly around $3 to $4 for a common. Every version, it's like Manju falls in that weird category of cards like Allure of Darkness, which it doesn't matter which version you have, it's worth a couple of bucks, and you need 3 of it. Look at Manju Tons in the Hands. I think the best version, by the way, is going to be the Dual Terminal 6 version with a $10 market price. It's currently down to $5. And why is that? Because Manju recently got a reprint. Well, Hidden Summoners was the last one, I believe. Yeah, it was Hidden Summoners, and it still hasn't bounced back from then. I'm just gonna throw it out there right now. If you are looking to play Drytens, using any of the ritual stuff with it, you're gonna want to get Manju 10 hands. You're gonna specifically want to get the DT6 ones because that's the ones that has the best chance of going up. The original print of this card came out in Invasion of Chaos. Got a nice printing of it in Turbo Pack Booster 5. Looks really nice and old. But if you want the best version, it's gonna be the DT6 version of the card. Also, if you're looking to play Magistus, I can't never say that card's name right, you might want to get some other cards to help facilitate the plays and combos that deck does. A card like 1-1, Ultimate Rare out of Generations Force. The card has a $14 market price, Unlimited roughly around $15. You want a first edition version of the card? Well, the first edition version of the card is roughly around $17. That's not bad for an old Ultimate Rare out of Generations Force. This is an insanely old set that had Ghost Rare, Ulti Leviair, Leviathan Dragon. I mean, it's a really, really good set, but everyone kind of skims over the set, especially with Ulti Hero Lives. Like, it has a good roster, and everyone forgets about 1-1 Ultimate Rare until it's like needed again, and then the price gets insanely high in value. Nobody's looking at this card right now, and it's a really good card. It can spell cast a monster from an attack when it's equipped to it. And during the main phase, you can send this card and equip monster to the graveyard to draw 2 cards. Yeah, it's also kind of like how Spellbook of Knowledge is. It says Spellbook of Knowledge says send the spellcaster to the graveyard and draw 2 cards. Nevertheless, both of these are phenomenal cards. By the way, if you want Spellbook of Knowledge, $3 market price, the card's roughly around $3 in the market as well. So these are 2 really good cards if you are looking at Magistus. Then we have Nightmare Corruptor Elbly. Now, I don't know what's gonna happen with Justice Impact. I don't know why. I don't think nobody really does. Konami's like, yeah, we're in Master Rail 5. We're really, really, really into Master Rail 5. You know what Yu-Gi-Oh players really like, though? Those Nightmare cards. You know those Nightmare cards we made forever ago? Yeah, we're just gonna make rarity upgrades. I mean, we did already. We definitely did already. We 100% did already, actually. We definitely did that. But we're gonna make them again as the collector's rares. Oh no, they're not for collectors. It makes no sense. Listen, Nightmare Corruptor Ilbly does have 2 printings. Let me see. I know it has an Ultra Rare and Secret Rare. Does it have a third? Okay, no. Okay, so the Ultra Rare is like 22 cents. Okay, Secret Rare Nightmare Corruptor Elbly, Libby, whatever you want to call it, with a $3 market price. Unlimited versions are roughly around $3. A first edition version is roughly around almost say $4. I don't know if Nightmares are going to be good, but this card is good, and I do feel like this card's good in a deck that uses Nightmares. When maybe we see hopefully new Nightmare support Konami. Maybe that's the path Konami's going. They go, well, you know what? Why stop at Nightmare Link monsters when we could do a Nightmare Fusion monster, a Nightmare Synchro monster? Who knows? But one thing I do know is this card's really, really good. I think a lot of players are kind of forgetting about that. Once again, like I said, it has 2 printings. You can definitely get the Ultra Rare, but if you want the Secret Rare, you might want to come and grab this card quickly because it's relatively inexpensive right now. I just recently bought 2 of these, by the way. Crystal Wing Single Dragon is a great card used kind of in Virtual Worlds, but not really. It's one of those things where it's like kind of not really. Crystal Wing Single Dragon, Secret Rare, Shining Victories with a $5 market price, let you play unlimited being roughly around $5 to $6. First edition version being around $6. And the reason why it's still so low, even though it came out of Shining Victories, which is a very expensive set, is because we see so many printings of this card. I mean, it recently came out as an OTS Super Rare in OTS Tournament Pack 13. It's like $1. Dual Power, $1. You want the Battle Legends Secret Rare, $2. But if you want the original print Secret Rare, it's gonna run you an extra couple of bucks. I think it's worth it. I always say if it's a couple of bucks for the original print Secret Rare, I always say this is the version you're going to want to focus on. I don't know why a lot of people go, well, I can get the ultra rare. Yeah, but what goes up in value if it was a spike? It would be the original Prince Secret rare. Anyway, look at Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. I still think this is a phenomenal card. I think everyone should own one of these cards. They're just so good. And they have this card has a history of coming in and out of the meta as far as like real competitive meta decks. It's something you might want to focus on. Then we have Gaia Dragon the Thunder Charger. Oh, well, by the way, also a good card, text for Virtual World. And then this is my Virtual World lead-in, but I forgot about it. Listen, oh yeah, real quickly, before I talk about that, links all down in the description below. If you want to buy anything on TCG Players, support the channel, please make sure to go ahead and do that. I have links for Twitch, I have links for Discord. We got links for days down below. See, I remembered it halfway through the video. Gaia Dragon the Thunder Charger, Ultimate Rare Astro Pack 7, with a $31 market price, is roughly around $50. Why? Well, because if you run any kind of deck that runs like Link 6s, or rank 5s, I'm sorry, rank 5s or 6s, not Link 6s, rank 5s or 6s, this card helps you go into things. One, it can break defense. Really nifty. Not really, nobody cares about that, no big deal. So what you do is you go into like a rank 5 or 6, ideally if you're playing, if you're playing Virtual World, a rank 6, so you got 2 material this bad boy, then you slap a Gaia Charger on there, and your opponent's like, whoa, look at this guy, and then you go, oh yeah, by the way, Zeus. Now you got 2 ways to send cards from the field to the graveyard with Zeus, because of Gaia Charger, and that's why everybody pretty much is going ahead and grabbing this card. Is there other versions? Of course there are. There's Super Rare, and then there's Ultra Rare out of the Battles of Legends, but realistically, if you want the highest rated version, it would be the Ultimate Rare out of Astro Pack 7, which is currently $50, higher than its $31 market price. Madolches, of course I'll talk about Madolches. Why would I not? Madolches is my favorite example of a deck core that gets that's insanely high in value at one point, starts getting reprints, and the high value cards slowly start going down, reluctantly start going down, and then the other cards just go, oh yeah, alright, this is money now. Madolche Solana Eternity Code with a $4 market price is roughly around $4 to almost near $5 for Madolche Solana. Hey, if you want a common version of Madolche Queen Tiramisu at an AP6, no big deal. That card's almost there $6 with a $5 market price. Why, you ask? Because you have reprinted everything. Hell, you even reprinted, I mean, like literally all the money cards, so they gotta find a way to make money off you in the secondary market mentality. Lightning Storm at an additional sort, I don't think it's gonna be getting a reprint anytime soon. Even though I really would like this card to get a reprint, I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. But the market is reacting as if it is going to. Look at the market price of the card, it's roughly around $86. And looking at it, well, it's roughly around $80. The card's not seeing as much meta play, and that could be another contributing factor to why the card's losing value. But here's what my little analysis on Lightning Storm. As we enter a more mid-range kind of format, this card gets better. This card's not good against combo formats. And I feel like everyone's forgetting that because right now we are in the, I would argue, a tail end of a combo format. So everyone's like, well, I can't get Lightning Storm. My opponent's gonna have like 8,000 negates on board. I'm gonna activate Lightning Storm, and it's gonna go into the void of negation. Or I'm gonna have Lightning Storm, my opponent's gonna play Infernobles, pop Smoke Grenade, he's gonna smile, I'm not, he's gonna take my Lightning Storm away. That's not good times. So I think a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are really just bummed out about this card. And they should be, they really should be. In a mid-range format, this card reigns godly, and I do feel like Lightning Storm, if it doesn't get a reprint, or at the very least, an announcement of a reprint coming up soon, I think in a mid-range format, the format I do think, and a lot of players as well, think we're going to be heading into, I think Lightning Storm is going to be insanely good, and the value of this card is going to spike again. So, unfortunately, but this is what's going to happen. It's currently $80. If you don't have yours, you might want to consider picking it up. Or you could go in and grab Evenly Matched. It's a great card. I think Lightning Storm's better, but it's always good to grab Evenly Matched as well. I really want support for Bujins. I've been saying this for a long while, okay, Paisanos, and I'm not holding back. I want Bujin support, Konami. I'm sick and tired of you giving support for these little you make new anime weeb archetypes, but you forgot literally the gods, Bujins. Make Bujins good again. Listen, Bujin Yamato Ultimate Rare at Astro Pack 5 with a $25 market price is roughly around $37 to $38. Okay, here's the negotiation. you just reprint this card with a bunch of other Bujins. I mean, they're not expensive. You don't even need to print these, actually. They're actually relatively inexpensive. And you just give us some more Bujin stuff. I just want Bujins to come back into the game. One, I do own Bujin Yamato. Got it when the Ultimate Rare was $8. Not to flex, but it is what it is. Two, Bujins have a cool story. If you guys don't know about them, look, you're already online. Check them out. It's amazing. And three, it's a very slow deck, but it's menacingly slow. It's basically like a serial killer. If a serial killer had to choose any deck, I would think your serial killer would choose Bujins, because you really don't do a lot in the beginning, other than like Tanky, Yamato, I said like Compulse, go to back row, End Phase, Yamato effect. But like midway through the game, they're like, meh, so someone, no, the card's like a bunch of O's, and just attack your life. Oh, by the way, you think your muscles are higher? Give him Crane. And your opponent's in there going, what are you doing? I'm losing, what? Listen, I don't know, I just want boosters to get support. I just randomly saw it here. Also, the card's really high in the market as well. Okay, Vanny's Emptiness. If you guys, once again, relatively new to the channel, if you don't know, I always had my 3 cards that are currently banned that I will talk about relentlessly every time we need a ban list. One of those 3 cards was probably Featherduster. So as you know, we're down to 2 cards. Maybe I'll find a 3rd one. The other card is Maxi. I talked about that enough. And Vanny's Emptiness. I always feel like Vanny's Emptiness coming to one won't do much for the format, other than make the market go crazy in the beginning. Obviously, you players might consider playing them, but even in a mid-range format, Vanny's Emptiness is not that good. It's actually in that weird. It has to find a weird, like a unique in-between of a mid-range / combo format. It's the only way this card can be kind of good. And I think as time goes on, Vanny's Emptiness is going to see the same kind of play that Harper's Featherduster is seeing right now. Is seeing right now. It's in the side. Sometimes you bring it in, and you can players are slowly starting to cut that card because it's not as good as other cards like Cosmic Cyclone and what have you. Looking at Vanny's Emptiness, I do feel like this card is a great card. You can always go in and buy cheap versions to have it if you want to get the super rare, if you want to get the common. But if you want the one that's worth the value, you're looking at the Legendary Collection 5D Secret Rare with a $17 market price. The value is actually down to roughly around $14, and after that one sells, it's back up to $17. So I just want to throw it out there real quick if you want the highest version of this card. I think it's a 1-up, by the way. I don't think Konami's gonna be crazy enough to like say, hey, 3 Vannies, we're crazy. Listen, next, Dark Magician Girl, the Lost Arts promos. About once a week on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch Facebook page, but if you haven't joined it already, what are you doing? Get in there. Or the Yu-Gi-Oh! Market Watch Discord group we have. Once again, join it, get in there, links will be down below. That's why I'm pointing. Anyway, someone asked the amazing, brave question of, Dark Magician Girl, Lost Arts promos, do I buy it now? Oh, I see, you must be a Dark Magician Girl. No, you're not? Okay, why would you want this card? Listen, I think this card's a great card. And I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that are collectors or want to be collectors obviously would like to have it for their collection. It makes perfect sense. Okay? So let's evaluate this card in about 2 seconds and let me explain to you why you don't want this card. Not only you don't want this card, why it's going to be going down in value. That's important, paisanos. Looking at the market price of Dark Magician Girl, it's $52. The card actually spiked to like 70 to 80 at one point. Looking at right now, it's roughly around $50. $50 for Dark Magician Girl. Konami now has information. And whenever they have information, it's scary because they usually go ahead and do crazy things like make a set and then have collector's rares in it and then have cards in there. They're not meant for collectors whatsoever. They do crazy things with information, Konami. I don't know what they do that, but that's what they do that. Okay, Dark Magician Girl, let's break it down. They're gonna reprint this card. That's it. If you think they're not gonna reprint this art version of Dark Magician Girl or any of the Lost Art promotion cards, then you're wrong. You're 100% wrong. They're going to reprint this card. All these cards. It's going to happen. In fact, not only are they going to reprint this, they might be so bold, and once again, it's Konami, they made DD Crow Solid Rare. Why wouldn't they not make a Monster Reborn Solid Rare? Why wouldn't they not make a Dark Magician Girl Solid Rare? Exodia Forbidden World Solid Rare? They now realize, by printing these cards, Monster Reborn, Exodia, Fool's Burial, which is actually relatively cheap in value, Dark Magician Girl, and this rarity, and this artwork, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players are gonna go that crazy for them. They're gonna go, how do we get more of these suckers, customers, players, to buy into the set more, so we as a company can make more money to give to our overlords, and they could give us things like a playmat, extra playmat for a playmat tournament. I don't know where that's going. Listen, I think that they're going to reprint these. And I think that even though Monster Reborn looks amazing alternate art, Dark Magician Girl looks really good alternate art, Exodia looks absolutely insanely good alternate art, even Fool's Burial, finally we get the real artwork, as well as a lot of these other cool cards. I think Konami's going to realize the fact that they want Yu-Gi-Oh! Players to buy more into sets that aren't as good. So how you amplify things that are not as good? You throw in little things like this. You go, hey guys, we're going to have a set come out, and everyone's going to be like, oh, that garbage set? And they'll be like, really? You think that's garbage? That's hilarious, kid. Let me keep you updated on what you need to buy in this set. Dark Magician Girl, Secret Rare, Starlight Rare, Super Rare. Once again, they know what you need and what you want. Or I should really say, they know what you think you need. I don't think nobody thinks Dark Magician Girl in the year 2020 for meta decks, but that's beyond me. For collectors, they obviously will need this. They do. Casuals, 50-50. But I think they know that everybody wants this card. Ultimately, everybody wants this card. You have an opportunity to get this card right now. You would, if your store OTS posted something on Facebook and they were like, yeah, you spend 30 bucks on Yu-Gi-Oh product, we'll give you this Unfortunate Girl card, low off promo. You're not gonna go, okay, it's really good. I think I'm gonna go take a shower quickly. You're gonna go, shower, it's Yu-Gi-Oh, baby. And you're gonna hop in your car, bicycle, tricycle, whatever you got, skateboard, your feet, and you're gonna get your body down to that Yu-Gi-Oh card shop, and you're gonna buy 30 bucks worth of product. You're gonna walk in there and the guy's gonna be like, what do you want to buy? You're like, oh, let me get some gold rare. And then you're like, giggity, because you're going to get $50 promo. It's ridiculous. So, you can go Nick on gold, no big deal. Listen, this is what's going to happen. So, basically what I'm trying to tell you guys is, don't freak out and buy Lost Arts promos. So the next guy that says anything about that, just explain to him in an amount of words why he should not. Because I don't think you should. I think these will be going down in value. Now, will they tank? No. But they will lose value as Konami makes more reprints in the future. Okay, if you guys are relatively new to the channel, and we keep getting new, stacks of people subscribing every day. Thank you for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. What's happening is, what's now going to be happening is I usually read a comment at the end of every video. So if you comment on my previous video, there's a chance I'm going to be reading your comment in my video. And today's video comes from, comment comes from Christopher Miller with 2 L's. He goes, yeah, subtiers are competitive, but Infinite Negates plus a barrier of the winds is totes Cass. I think he meant to say total ass. And they put a period, and then he went LOL, but capitalized the first L. I think he's on his phone typing. There is a major misconception. Casual players just want to play Legacy and bad decks. It's not a misconception. If you only play casual Yu-Gi-Oh, you're not sitting there going, I only play casual Yu-Gi-Oh, and then you're gonna have like a tier 1 deck, max rarity. Like, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. It's like, yeah, I do own a Ferrari, but sometimes I just like to take the good old bicycle out. The wheels don't squeak as loud, you know, it has a little rust on, and you know what you do, but the Ferrari really hurts my back when I race in it. Nobody says that. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, when you say like casual players just want to play Legacy and bad decks, they don't see bad decks as bad decks. In fact, a majority of casual players will look at a deck that any other player might see as bad and still find enjoyment out of it. That's the special thing about a casual player. They can see a gem in something that might not look to a gem to everybody else. They can look at Harpies and go, that deck is really fun and can be good. And I can enjoy this deck. Let's go. They can look at Cloudies and do the same exact thing. And they can also look at Infernobles and do the same exact thing. They're not held down by the meta as far as what they can enjoy in the game. That's what casual, what? Anyway. There are a good number of casual players that are phenomenal, but strictly the test, time limits, fixed deck list, and or match play. This is what I love reading your comments, guys. And like I said, please comment down below. Hit the like button, share the video. I love reading your comments. Thank you for the comment. Oh yeah, he goes, the more you know. All right, Christopher, that was an 80s reference that I got because I'm born in the 80s. Thank you for that. Listen, Christopher, I want to tell you something. I want you right now to assemble your A-team of casual plebs. I'm talking, don't go to locals. They just hang out. They don't want to play by those dumb time limits. They don't want to play by fixed deck lists. 40 cards, I want to play 41. What? They don't want to play by match play. Game 1, and we're done, son. They don't want to do any of that. You get your A-team, okay? Okay? Your league of renegades of casual players. And I'll just grab a bunch of like top name players and I'll say play against those players. And as my top name players are throat fucking your casual players, I'm gonna whisper in your ear and go, the more you know. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and comment down below. It's your boy V, and YGOPaisanos. YGOPaisanos, have a great day.